an attack from hooks guard. We go for the hooks guard, and then the person will base, and then we attack the omoplata. Okay. First, we're just gonna do the omoplata. Okay. So I'll show you how to set up the omoplata. Very simple, basic way, and we go from there. So after that, we go to the sweep with the omoplata. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to sweep your opponent, right? Sometimes your opponent's not exposing the legs too much. He's not coming close to you, but you have the collar grip and the sleeve, right? He's going away from you. You can apply the omoplata. The omoplata is a great submission, but also most of the time when you apply the omoplata, in my opinion, maybe 90% of chance of you sweeping your opponent, ending up on top after you get the omoplata. Sometimes it's hard to submit with the omoplata. It's hard. It's possible, but it's hard. Like every time like you get the omoplata, if the person knows how to defend, they're gonna roll. And then you're gonna end up on top, and then you're gonna land in a good position. Sometimes you're gonna be between the legs, but the goal is to, when you get on top, get a nice side control, and then you can mount, make transition to mounts, triangles, monoplata, and things like that, okay? So it's a very basic way to set up the omoplata. Come here, just please. Hey everyone, don't forget to like and comment on this video, okay? This is very, very important. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's help us, okay? We help in the community, we help your jiu-jitsu, and hope you enjoy it. Us. We're gonna start here, okay? Close guard, right? We're gonna put both knees inside, under his armpit, and foot on the hip with both legs. I'll be like this, okay? So you see that I'm posting my feet on his hip. I keep my knees open, right? This is a very, very basic entry here to the omoplata. So when I go to omoplata, let's say if I want to attack this side, I need to put my leg inside here. And now I'll catch his triceps, his armpit right here, with my thigh. I close my knee here, my right knee, on his shoulder, okay? Because this is a frame. If I keep this knee open, right, it's gonna be hard for me to apply the omoplata. So I like to close right here, and I frame with my knee right under his jaw. So now, when I go to omoplata, many times people do like this. They try to bring their leg like this. They open their knee out, and they try to get the omoplata like this, okay? And usually they do that from the close guard, for example. Kind of like a rubber guard, you know, like you go like this. But I feel when I do that, it's easy for my opponent to pull the arm out, okay? Especially on the second way that we're gonna learn, okay, after that. It's gonna be so easy for opponent to pull the arm out, pull your arm out, just like this. Okay, and they end up doing lasso instead of omoplata. So what I wanna see you doing here is to, when you put the leg inside, okay, you pinch your knees like this. It's pretty much feeling like an arm bar. He needs to turn his thumb down. Okay, if his thumb is up, he's gonna feel the arm bar. Remember the arm bar that we learned, right? I taught you guys like the arm bar like this, okay? Like just putting like the pressure on the elbow. So he's gonna turn the thumb down. Usually he's gonna do the thumb down like this. I'm not gonna open my knee. I pinch my knees and I start dragging his head to the floor, driving his head to the floor like this. And I can let go of the sleeve right now, here. Now with this hand right here, my left hand, I'll grab his wrist, and I push his wrist against my hip. Only put this pressure here, try to stand up, Justin. It's hard for you to stand up, okay? If I'm relaxed, it's gonna stand up, okay? So I need to put pressure with my knee down, pinching my knees, and the pressure here, okay? So now, with the top leg, I step over, okay, his head, and now I will square it up. So the bottom leg will kick forward, and I'll be side by side with my opponent, okay? As soon as I do that, I'll pinch my knees, and my goal is to trap his triceps and biceps. My goal is not to trap the forearm, okay? So his forearm cannot be between my legs. It must be his biceps and triceps between my legs. I can figure four my leg like this, but if I figure four, he can stand up. Stand up, just look, you start posture, go back. Especially just like lift your head up, just your head up, like your body posture up. Yeah, it's like that. When you like that, it's gonna be hard for you to submit or sweep your opponent. So what I do, I put my foot right on my ankle, and I put my heels on the floor. I stretch my leg like this, pinching my knees. So now I'll trap his forearm with my belly. Here, right here, so I sit up. So my belly will be on the side, and my thigh will be on the other side of his forearm. And my goal is to squeeze my belly against my thigh right here. Turn around. Right here. Notice that I still have his triceps and biceps, the upper part of his arm, between my legs, not the forearm. If I do like this here, this is not going to be a good omoplata. High percentage of my opponent to escape from this. So I must be here. Okay? So now I wipe my legs. I can grab the collar. I sit up. I grab the collar, the near side collar. Okay, right here, right under his armpit. So I have this hand here so he doesn't roll. Okay? Because if I don't have that, he's going to roll and escape. So I keep here. So I bring my leg towards me here. Okay, facing my leg outside. Both legs. I don't need to keep the triangle here to go to omoplata. It's not gonna work. So I bring my heel towards my butt, and now I go with the other leg with the heel towards my butt as well. Kind of like a wipe, like a windshield wipe, right? Movement here with your legs. And now you squeeze your belly super hard against his forearm, okay? And this knee must be down, okay? Like this. Now, I like to grab the collar, 4 fingers inside the collar. If I don't have space, I just push with my left hand forward, so I have space, so I grab. Now I push back again. So what I want to do, I want to like do a little trap here on his shoulder with the collar. So I trap his shoulder here. The most important is trapping his shoulder. I can use the collar, or I can use my hands like this, okay? If you want to use the hands, go ahead. But the collar is gonna be enough. I like this. Now I pulse the outside leg. Sorry, I pulse the outside leg on the floor. So I push myself towards this shoulder. So I want to bring his hand towards this shoulder. Okay? I don't go this way. Sometimes people they try to go this way. It's not gonna work. So you're gonna push that way because you're gonna be heavy on top of your opponent, and then he's gonna tap. Okay? It's a lot of pressure here as well. You're just gonna feel a shoulder lock, okay? Again, very basic. So I'm here, close guard, grab the sleeves, step 1, step 2. Pass the knee, kick the leg through, push his wrist against my pocket, pinch my knees, drive his head to the floor. Once his head goes down, pass the leg over, kick forward, trap the triceps and biceps, push the leg, keep the arm on this side. Don't let his arm go to this side. So sit up and then hug his back. Grab the closed side of the collar here, near side collar. Now you can use your hand here. Like once you squeeze the forearm, you don't need to worry about pinching the knees here anymore. He's not gonna put his elbow on the floor anymore because your belly is squeezing, okay, like a sandwich here. You know, like one bread, other bread, and then you have the ham in the middle, right? Which is so I go like this. I squeeze really hard. So now I press. I start bringing this heel as close as I can to my butt. I can even use my hand here to really bite his arm with my leg. Okay? Now I use the outside leg to push myself and then tap him out. Okay? Some people, they're really flexible on the shoulder. They don't tap too fast. Okay? Just keep going. Let's say, imagine like his arm. Let's pretend his arm is between my legs here. And I go like this. It doesn't tap. So if that happens, what I do, I go. He's not tapping. I go to a collar choke here. I grab his neck, grab his wrist, and I start choking like this with the omoplata. Okay? It works really well. Just in case when you fight someone really, really flexible. Right? There's the other side right now. So I'm here, look, I'll do the other side. Step 1. Step 2, look, I close here, kick, pocket. You see that the way I catch his triceps. See how I pulls here? And now I squeeze here right now. He can't take the arm out, so now I drag him to the side, pass the leg, sit up, grab. Wipe my leg to the side, squeeze, then tap. Just keep repeating this over and over. Start slow and then little by little increase the speed, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do faster right now. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that I use my outside hand on the floor to help me sit up. So as I'm putting this hand on the back, I'm posting this on the floor, and I scoop my hips out, like sitting up. You know? Look like my hips here. So when I sit up, my butt's gonna slide behind this line here. Okay, so I go like this. So it's easier for me to sit up, okay? So if I try to sit up and keep my butt there, it's gonna be like hard for me to stand up. Especially if my opponent's putting pressure against me here, I can't sit up. But even if you put a little pressure on me, the reason that I put my ankles here, like this leg here that's over his shoulder goes under, right? The outside leg goes over. When I stretch and put my heel on the floor, it makes it hard for him to stand up. Stand up just, you know, if I keep like this, stand up just, it's gonna be hard for me to sit up. So as I stretch, I sit and scoop. Super fast. And my goal is to squeeze his forearm with my belly here, okay? Once I grab the collar, I bring my foot close to my heel, turning both legs outside. And one common mistake when people do the omoplata here too, okay? When they are here, they kick the leg, they go like this, they do everything perfect, but when they sit up, they still facing this way. You see my hips is facing this way? Okay, this is a very common mistake. So you need to put both sides of your hip on the floor, like this. Because you want to face to him. You don't want to keep facing outside. If you keep facing outside, what's going to happen? And I use this to sweep my opponent. I keep holding the lapel, keep facing outside, and I just roll him over and then come up if I want to sweep him. Let's say I know he has a really strong arm, good flexibility, or it's hard for me to sit up. I just grab him here, keep facing out, and then just turn. But our goal right now is to finish the omoplata. So just change the grip right now here. We did like this. Now you're gonna do like this, okay? And I can put just one leg inside right now, here. You see, like right under his neck. And now, pinch, pass, sit up. See how I sit up, right? Once I sit up, face outside, I like to adjust here. And even just, he feels that, the difference, right? Just between this and this, okay? So you want to squeeze his arm between your hamstring or calf and the forearm. The upper part of his arm, I'm squeezing with my legs. The lower part of his arm, which is forearm, I'm squeezing with my body here and my thigh. So I'm trapping his arm completely, and then I finish him, okay? All right, so let's do fast right now. But now look, since I have this leg here that I'll pass under, I don't need to go with the knee inside, okay? I go like this, frame, just this leg, push him to the side, and use the C grip or the sleeve grip. As long as you keep his hand on your pocket. Turn sideways, pass the leg, squared up, sit up. Stretch your leg to sit up. This will help you with the momentum to sit up. If you keep your leg bent, it's gonna be hard. Kick and sit up, okay? And at the same time, you use your hand on the floor and scoop your hip out. Now you grab, adjust, close your knee, make sure your knee is closed, not like this. And then you go, okay? Let's go fast right now. We're gonna do it for 4 more minutes. Now we do 2 times each. 1, 2, 3.
With over 10,000 hours of training content across nearly 5,000 individual videos, we're here to help you reach your highest level of achievement. It's available online, wherever you are, and made for people just like you. Excuses disappear when you set sight on your best self. With Atos Online training in the palm of your hand, you're unstoppable. Quit wasting time and start developing your competitive edge with Atos Online. Join today and get started for as little as $25 a month. Your future is worth it. Train smarter, study more, be legendary.
Now, I'll work on the hooks guard sweep, but I'll grab over his arm. Remember, like we grab under in the beginning of the week, we learned like how to sweep like this. And when I go like this, I have the shoulder trap. I have also his back. Like anytime I can take my hook out and then push him and then I go to his back, okay? But sometimes my opponent doesn't allow me to go underhook. Like he underhooked me, exactly like this. And by the time that I try to do this, he's gonna put my back on the floor, like this. Now I can't sweep him, right? So if I'm sitting here, he underhooked me, I grab over here. I can grab his belt, okay? I can grab his pants. I like to put the hand inside his pants here. You see this? You grab here. I use that a lot, okay? It's not illegal in tournaments. If he doesn't wear the belt, that's where I grab, okay? Or you can get the wizard, like you underhook his arm and grab his own collar. But for the technique we're gonna learn right now, just grab here the belt, okay? Now, I will go for the hooks guard sweep. I need to tilt my hips to the side, okay? Having my hook on his leg with my left leg, my knee outside, okay? And my bottom leg right now will play here under the hook. So as I'm trying to sweep Justin, I know he's gonna pulse his leg because I'm gonna grab his arm and I push his arm against his body, okay? And I'll try to sweep it. And he's gonna pulse his leg. He pulls the leg like that. Go back. So I'm here, over hook, okay, over. Trying to sweep, he's gonna post. As he posts, I go with my bottom leg and post on his hips. Okay, post right here, my foot on his thigh. Push him out, take my hook out, pinch my knees, slide my hand, let go of the belt, slide my hand on his forearm, pinch, and now I get the omoplata that we work. Okay, exactly the same thing. Front hook guard, and believe me, this works all the time. I use this for many years and works a lot. Okay, so overhook, not underhook. With the underhook, the omoplata is not gonna be there. So I gotta have this in mind. If I underhook him on the hooks guard, I have his back. I have the shoulder trap, but I don't have the omoplata. If I go here, I don't have his back. I can't go to his back with the underhook, but I have the omoplata, okay? Can I go to omoplata here straight? Yes, I can, but I don't have space to take my hook out. That's why I put my foot here to push, to create a space so my hook goes out, let go, and then I step on his leg and I pinch my knees here. Okay, I trap his upper part of his arm between my legs and I get right here, okay? In the fight, it's gonna work, during the fight, it's gonna work like this. So I'll sweep, he's gonna post, I push, just like this, okay? Sometimes when you're fighting, hooks guard, your opponent's already on top of you here. Put your knees on the floor, like this. Let's say those guys that like to stall. They got on top of your hooks guard, they're not on close guard, but they rest right here. They got their armpit like around over your thigh, and you just your back on the floor. It's gonna be possible for me to sweep him or to force him to base with my back on the floor. So I grab his belt, okay, right here, and I don't grab in the middle of his back, I grab on the side, okay, right near my leg, okay, here. And now with the other hand, turn on, this hand right here, I grab his knee first. I grab here, okay? I could grab here, but just to not have any surprise, because if I don't grab his leg, he can jump over my legs too. He can hop over, do like a little cartwheel pass. Like, yeah, he's gonna hop over like this, go back. So I grab here, like find a way to grab the pants. So you shake the pants, okay? And then you put your fingers inside and you grab here. Now you secure the position. Now I'm gonna bring both knees to my chest. So my knees comes to my shoulders, okay? Like this. And I pull him as well. At the same time, I kick him out. and now I sit up. Remember, when I kick him out, I'm not gonna kick and slide my butt underneath of him again. I don't go like this. Otherwise, I'll be in the same exact position. So I just kick him, and I'll be on that tripod situation that I taught you in the beginning of the class, the beginning of the week. So you go 1, 2, and now you are with your head in the line of your knee, not in the line of your hip. Otherwise, it's gonna push you back again. So you gotta be here. And then you start placing the hook, and you're ready to sweep. So you're here, you go step 1, grab belt and knee, bring him close to you, kick him out, grab his arm and I push him here. Now my head goes close to his neck in the line of my knee. I try to sweep and he's gonna post. I put my foot on his hip, push him out, take the leg out. You see how I go 90 degrees for him here? Now, I get the omoplata. Okay? And then from here, you guys know what to do. Okay? Do with me, Justin. First time on camera. So I'm here, putting pressure on Justin here. He grabbed my belt, he grabbed my knee. Okay, he pushed me out, bring the knee, push me out. You see, you scoop your hip under, I'll push you back again. So kick me and keep your hip out. Yeah, let go of the pins. Now grab my elbow. Now put your leg under. Go for the sweep. I'm gonna do this. Post your foot on my hip, the bottom foot, push me out, omoplata. Boom, slide your hand, there you go. Exactly. Now you're there. Okay? If you don't put the foot on the hip, the omoplata won't come. Okay, because you know what's gonna happen. So let's say Justin did everything perfect here. I pose, and he goes to omoplata without putting this foot here. Okay? Go to omoplata, just omoplata here. I'm gonna start going to half guard on him, and then I'll pass his guard. So he needs to have this frame here. So when you start going to omoplata right now, it's hard for me to come inside him. You got this space to get omoplata on me, okay? Let's practice this, and then we're gonna train, all right? Let's go 1, 2, 3.